To win or not to win.
Look at this. Well, actually,
to tie.
To tie or not to tie.
To tie.
Which, by the way, leads me to the next thing before we go to our first break here.
That's not from Romeo and Juliet, Mike, but that's okay.
It's okay.
I know.
Neither was my reference as well.
Yeah, it was just
my reference
Shakespeare.
is from Macbeth.
Yeah, I just wanted to dump on Mike.
Good enough.
Yeah, because he deserves it.
The tie game. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it.
Nobody wants
Nobody
it.
wants it. Nobody wants it. Certainly not Dak. Dak, I think, in fact, said as much after the game. Who wants a tie? Certainly not Dak Prescott.
You don't play the game for ties.
No, you don't.
I've told y'all before, I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. I just care about the end result and the win. And so when you don't get that, right now it's tough for me. Guess 10 years in, the first tie I've been a part of, it's hard to kind of wrap my head around it because I know I'd feel a hell of a lot worse if it was a loss. But I'm not satisfied. Not that I would be if we won, but yeah, it's a weird feeling.
You know who doesn't want a tie either? I don't believe Dick Vitale wants a tie either.
No,
right?
no, definitely not.
Dickie V chimed in on this. You showed me this during the Overreaction Monday podcast, right?
I was scrolling last night, and Dickie V, if we want to put it up, Dickie V chimed in.
Oh, really so disappointed. After watching for about 4 hours, it ends in a 40-40 tie. The NFL Rules Committee must come up with a rule that ultimately determines a winner. That's all caps.
All caps winner.
Both teams played with great passion and intensity, and the QBs were fantastic. You know what ties are not? They're not awesome with a capital A.
No.
Awesome, baby.
They're not.
Rich Eisen is awesome, baby, with a capital A.
I'm not a tie. I'm awesome. You know what's not awesome? Ties in the NFL.
You ain't wearing one today?
We got to
don't
fix
like
this.
them?
Yeah.
I think it's time to get rid of the tie. I said this on Overreaction, and I think it's time. This is ridiculous.
Jerry Jones was talking about the game being great for the NFL in America.
How?
Hit it.
That game was probably a great game for the NFL as far as a showcase for the game and competition because you had outstanding quarterback play. You had some very talented people out there playing. You certainly had one of the most expensive players in the history of the NFL out there playing. And so I guess everybody was going to take a look tonight and decide is he worth all that.
Jerry, what do you make of the third
Take
down
a look.
marbles?
Oh, boy.
I mean,
He
why?
won't. It's not over for him.
No,
apparently.
there ain't no page
Come
getting
on,
turned, man.
Wow.
Hey, listen, he's paying Dak $60 million a year. Did you know that?
Well, I know because he mentions it almost every time the mic's in front
Let
of
me
his
just
face.
say this about ties. They suck.
You
Nobody
signed
wants
the
them.
contract.
Nobody wants them. The defenses were gassed, though. You saw it at the end of overtime. But again, Micah found a reserve to sack Dak, and the Cowboys almost got out of there with a win. Because Jordan Love and the Packers damn near took every last second off the clock to throw one more interception before they brought McManus out there for the game-tying field goal. Here's my response. You can't have double overtime in the regular season. You just simply can't. The Packers have a bye this week. The Cowboys have got to go visit the Jets. And to their benefit, the Jets are coming off of an actual shorter week.
Yeah.
Because the Jets are playing in Miami on Monday night. The Cowboys just finished up, got to bed probably 2 a.m. their time in Dallas. You can't have double overtime games in the regular season. You simply can't. I understand that regular season games mean a lot in the NFL. I get it. But
Yeah, the way this tie is going to mess up so many playoff.
That's what I
no, I know
like
that. And
week 11,
it's
you're gonna
difficult
be
for
like,
fans to follow, and it makes no sense. And we, as fans, we were told there would be no math.
Yeah, I
and
hate
so
math.
all I'm saying is this: love the new overtime rule where whoever gets the ball first, if they score a touchdown, the other team gets a chance to match that. Now, that was new to this year. It was new to the playoffs in previous years. They made it new to the regular season this year. My problem when they made that rule, had I been in the competition committee, as I think I should be as a voice of the fan, that I would say you've got to make the overtime period longer. So one team gets a possession. That's about it. If there are trades of possessions, as there was between the Giants and the Cowboys, by the way, just 2 weeks ago. I get it. They're now 2 for 2 with overtime games in the Metroplex this year. So I understand what I'm saying isn't the case every time. I think it's going to be more likely than not we see an overtime like the one we saw last night where it's just one team gets one possession, the other team gets another possession, and you're going to get more ties than not. Unless you extend the overtime period, give me 5 more minutes. Make it the same length of time as the actual quarter. Not 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That way, it's not. That way, you're going to actually have to start to think about whether you relinquish the ball to start overtime, as every team is going to do right now under the current overtime rules, because they want to know exactly how many downs that they can possibly play with, knowing the score when they get the ball second. And nobody wants to tie. It was great for the NFL. Yes. Sunday Night Football ratings probably through the roof. Packers, Cowboys, Micah Parsons back in Dallas, going into overtime, 40-40, scoregami.
Yeah,
Sure.
You're signing up for that.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
got to have a winner.
We are all unsatisfied. From all of us to Dick Vitale. What's up, Dickie V? Put me on the competition committee, A. B, give me 5 more minutes. What's 5 more minutes? You're not going to
5 minutes of game time is more like 30 of real time.
Give me 5 more minutes of game time. 5 more minutes of game time. That's all. If you're going to change the regular season overtime rules to match the postseason ones, where a touchdown in the first possession on offense doesn't wrap it up, give me 5 more minutes. Otherwise, you're going to get more ties, I think. And one last factoid here before we throw to break. Nice long first segment here on this Monday. Cooper.
And another thing, Vonnegut.
Cooper, my 14-year-old boy.
A boy.
He asked me, Dad, how many teams have won the Super Bowl with a tie in their regular season record? I said, Coop, that's a good question.
Great question.
I reached out to NFL Network Research. I found out there's only been 3.
I like this stat, yeah.
Only been 3, and the last team to do it were the 10-3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers in 1974. The Colts in 1970 were 11-2-1, and the Packers in the first ever Super Bowl win, 9-4-1. That's it. As a matter of fact, the Dallas Cowboys came up with their first ever regular season tie last night. Did you know that?
I did not know.
Did you that leaves only one team who's never tied ever? Your New England Patriots.
No way.
Wow. Never had a tie. Ever.
We're Patriots. We win stuff.
I'm giving out tie facts, even though I can't stand it, because I'm a professional.
You know what's funny? The Steelers, that tie came in week 2 against the Broncos. Also really high scoring, 35-35.
There you go. No more ties. No more talking about Micah leaving Dallas anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, delete it, Mike.
Unless it's beneficial to me. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.